Okay, good morning, everyone. How are we? So damn early. I know. It's okay. We'll get through it together. Morning, Heather. Thanks for chiming in nice and early. Well, today on the show, we got lots of stuff to get to. First and foremost, my friend in studio joining me just after the 7 o'clock hour will be Stacy Scott from Hot 98.3. Morning, Holly, as well. So Stacy will be joining me today right around 7:15. She's got to drop the kid off, so she'll be coming in hot, coming to hang with us here in studio today. Now on the show, obviously we'll get to some Marshall's music news in the 9 o'clock hour. We're going to talk about Coachella getting announced just yesterday. Also, a new band called Envy of None, which is Alex Lifeson of Rush, formerly of Rush, because they're not really a band anymore. So we'll talk about them, give you details on the Let's Get Saucy competition. Also, Coastal Empire Wrestling is back next Saturday. Give you details on that. We'll talk about American culture and no-nos, as in things not to do that someone maybe not from here would need to know. We'll talk about how you could totally get drunk or high and order Girl Scout cookies this year and have them delivered to your front door. That's service. And we'll play some trivia for some Bon Jovi tickets and get into the question of the day, which we got some amazing stories. Tell us about all the things wrong with your first or current car. Did you love or hate it? We got some great stories, so we'll get into that here just in a few minutes. Currently got Evanescence on the air. I got a couple tracks to top off the 7 o'clock hour. Then we'll jump right on. How's everyone's Wednesday? Was it good? Perfect. Tonight we have bingo over at the draft room at Berwick. If you want to get out of the house, come drink a few beers, play some bingo, just to get out and enjoy life a little bit. I'll be over there hosting bingo if you want to get out. Draft room at Berwick is right there next to the Kroger on 17. All right, guys. Once again, question of the day is coming up here in just a little bit. We're going to get to that here with your stories. Once again, tell us all about things wrong with your first or current car. Did you love or hate it? We'll get into that here in just a minute. Oof. I don't think I did really anything yesterday. After the show, I helped move a bunch of stuff into our new studio space, but it looks like we'll be up there late next week, which is kind of crazy. So we'll be in our new studio space late next week. After that, I went home. I took an amazing nap because I'm a 12-year-old who loves to take naps in the middle of the day. And then I just mostly worked for the rest of yesterday. Yesterday was kind of a chill, relaxing day. And I loved it. They announced the Bulldogs parade, too. It's going to be in Athens on Saturday, in case you want to get out of the house and go celebrate the Georgia Bulldogs win. I still have my shirt on the way. I ordered a Georgia Bulldogs national championship shirt from Barstool Sports. So it says it takes like weeks. It said like 2 to 3 weeks to even ship. So I should be hopefully getting my national championship shirt here in the next few weeks. But, if you want to go get crazy, get out to Athens this coming Saturday. They got the parade going down. Morning, Wanda. How are you? Thanks for everyone for joining us nice and early this morning. Stacy from Hot 98.3 is going to be joining us here in studio. just after 7 o'clock. Got it once again, like another 5 minutes or so. After that, we'll jump on the air with our very first break of the day, which is our question of the day. Tell us all about the things wrong with your first or current car. Did you love or hate it? Tell us your stories. We'll get to that here in just a little bit. We got some great stories on our Facebook page from like Lindsay. Also got some real interesting ones from Alex and Trace that we'll jump into here in just a few minutes as well. Yeah. We're staying, yes, you're definitely staying warm for sure. It's been chilly over these last few days. And what was it? Let me see. Yeah, I guess Sunday is supposed to be like crazy rainy. We were potentially going to get some snow, but we're not going to now. But like Sunday, we're supposed to have like wind gusts up to like 40 miles an hour here locally in Savannah. Just ridiculous. And then next week, we're supposed to get back into the 30s as lows. So it's been fun, like enjoying this colder weather. But I think I'm about like a week or two away from just being utterly annoyed with it and ready to go back to regular, vengeful heat Savannah. Just quick programming notes. I will be not doing the live stream for the first couple days of next week. Next week, we are moving studios and everything. Also, MLK Day is on Monday, so I'm going to be off moving stuff, quite busy. So we will not be doing live streams for the first part of next week. We'll come back at least with Thursday and Friday with live streams. Next week, we'll be hooking you up with tickets to go check out Megadeth and Lamb of God over in Charleston. It also looks like we have some tickets for you guys to go check out Bert Kreischer. He is the comedian who's quite popular. He's coming in town at the end of February, so we'll get to those ticket giveaways as well. Don't know if we're going to do those online or if we'll just wait and do them on air. I think we may just do them on air and do them through trivia, but that's kind of what we're looking at. It got some really awesome stuff to give away. Yes, we'll have some more Welcome to Rockville tickets to give away as well. So we have loads of some awesome stuff to get in and hook you guys up with. All right, guys, we're wrapping up a Foo Fighters song. Then we're going to get into some new Volbeat, and then we'll be on the air just after that. Once again, our question of the day is, tell us all about things that were wrong with your first or current car. Did you love or hate it? Gibby, good morning, sir. How are you? We'll get into your stories here in just a bit. Yeah, sorry, Gibby. You don't get any giveaways. Andrew, good morning as well, man. Thanks for joining us. He'll not live this down until February. Yeah, and he actually, I'm going to see if Jake is available to possibly join us tomorrow on the show. So you could give him crap, just heads up tomorrow. Andrew says, I tried the Arby's Diablo chicken sandwich yesterday. And your thoughts? What'd you think? What'd you think about the flavor? What'd you think about the spiciness, Andrew? Let us know. Morning, Sean. What's up, buddy? All right, guys, we're about 3 minutes away from going on the air the very first time for today. Once again, going right into the question of the day, which is telling us all about your first car and whether you loved or hated it. Andrew says, the sandwich, the Diablo Dayer, was very good. For a fast food place, I think they nailed it. Yeah, I mean, like, that's exactly kind of what I thought. I thought the flavor, honestly, on the sandwich was really good. Kind of surprised by that. Yeah, I thought the flavor was a solid, I think I said 8 out of 10. And then the spiciness, I thought it was like 4.5 out of 10. Not overly spicy, but I love spicy stuff. Maybe an average person, it would burn them. Exactly. No, that's the same thing too. Like if my wife even ate one bite of that sandwich, she would curl up and die a little bit. But yeah, the Diablo Dare is pretty cool. If you like taking spicy challenges, worth doing it for lunch one day. Morning, everyone. Yeah, honestly, and it's $6, I think, for the sandwich, and the sandwich does come with a small little vanilla milkshake. So you got that going for you. I went with the meal because if I was going to cheat on my salad boy diet, I was going to go all the way. So I, got some curly fries, a soda. All right, guys. Once again, going to dive into our question of the day. After that, Stacy should be in studio. We'll do second half of question of the day, and then right into trivia for some Bon Jovi tickets. Like I said, next week we're going to be off the live stream for a couple days due to moving studios and MLK Day. And then once we're back, we'll come back with some Megadeth and Lamb of God tickets up in Charleston. We'll have Bert Kreischer tickets, I believe. Wrote proposals for those yesterday, but, I'm the promotions guy, and I have a pretty good feeling we're getting some. So hopefully those will be coming to us, and we'll be hooking you guys up with Bert Kreischer tickets. He comes in on February 26th. He's actually doing an early show, which sold out. So he added a late show. So those tickets will be for the late show, I believe. Yeah, Bert's very funny, man. He had this whole bit about accidentally joining a Russian gang, and they made a movie about it. They literally filmed a film or made a movie in Russia about him joining a Russian gang, and it's quite funny. If you have not seen the bit about him doing it, just put Bert Kreischer Russia into the Googles, into the YouTubes, and it's quite a hilarious bit. It's really what got him going, what made him famous. All right, guys, we're about 45 seconds out, going on the air for the very first time. Charles says, you better get your nap early today. I'll be there around 2:45. Yes, sir. Had 90%-ish of my pool house done in my backyard, and Charles is coming in for the save to help me out. Yes, the machine. So our buddy Charles from EBI is coming to see me today here at the house. All right, guys, we'll be right back. 20 seconds. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show today here in just mere moments. Stacy from Hot 98.3 is going to be joining us here on the live stream and on the air. Speaking of the live stream, every single weekday we do the show, we're on the live stream. You can hang out with us in between breaks on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch and see how this radio machine works and see how badly I'm going to mess things up. Just search the Marshall and Friends show and make sure to like, follow, and subscribe while you are there. And make sure to turn on your notifications as well so you know when we do go live. Now let's go ahead and dive into our question of the day. Tell us about all the things wrong with your first or current car. Did you love or hate it? Now, when Marshall, I'm not a car guy, just to clear it up. When Marshall, third person talking here, got into the car game, I obviously did not care about what car I drove. I had $1,000. Actually, I had $500. My parents gave me $500, and I bought my first car. That first car, a 1985 Chevy Cavalier. Obviously, I was getting all the chicks in that vehicle. The thing is, I didn't know exactly how to treat that vehicle. Now, my dad tried to help me out. He would say, hey, you need oil changes every 3,000 miles. Make sure your tires are good and filled up. And I kind of did that for the first 2 months, but then I was a kid and I just wanted to go out and party as much as I could. So I didn't really pay attention to it. And then one day when I was driving home from work, I started hearing this weird banging sound, and I pull over to the side of the road. It turns out, and I didn't know this, even looking at it, that the piston shattered and the piston rod went straight through my engine block. It turns out, once again, not a car guy, and maybe not the best vehicle in general if that's happening. But I don't think I got an oil change for maybe 6 months, and I was driving quite a bit. So you know what? That one's maybe on me. If it means anything, my next car, I paid $1,200 for a 1986 Chevy Cavalier. And then after that, I bought a 2003 Chevy Cavalier. I don't know why I was addicted to Cavaliers at the beginning there, but I've definitely moved on from the Cavalier brand. No offense. Also, I don't think they make them anymore. All right, guys, once again, our question of the day is tell us about all the things wrong with your first or current car. Did you love or hate it? I love my car, except maybe I didn't because I didn't take care of it very well. But Lindsay shared a story with us on our Facebook page, and this one's pretty awesome. So Lindsay says, my first car was a 1990 Ford Probe. I named it Frankenstein. I got it from my grandfather as a high school graduation present. So for starters, I named it because it was held together with duct tape. It had automatic seatbelts that tried to strangle you and any guy that got in my passenger seat, and the air conditioning system leaked. So when it rained, the passenger side floorboard filled with water. And I put 3 batteries and 2 alternators in it in a span of 18 months. Only for the mechanics to tell me I have a deeper-rooted problem with the electrical system that needed diagnosis and fixing. I ended up abandoning it in a Kmart parking lot. I still wonder what happened to it. That's pretty incredible. First and foremost, I could never imagine abandoning a car. You just like abandon your child, Lindsay. What's going on with you? I mean, is there any ramifications if you just abandon a car somewhere? I guess I've just never done that. Those are big time questions I want to know. All right. So once again, our question of the day is tell us about all the things wrong with your first or current car. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Share your stories with us. You can actually drop your stories into the chat on the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Just search the Marshall and Friends Show. Also, you can text us your stories at 1-800-394-1061. We are going to get to more of your stories here in just a little bit. Right now, let's get into some Metallica. It's sad but true on the Marshall and Friends Show on Rock 106.1. Good morning. All right, guys, thanks once again for joining in. MK Ultra, Wanda, thank you so much for dropping your stories in. Appreciate that. MK says the first stand-up show I ever went to was Bert Kreischer opening up for Bob Saget. Oh. It's been a damn good show. Good luck, Gibby, being productive today. All right, guys, once again, thank you so much for dropping in your stories. Stacy should be joining us here any second. So we'll be sharing your stories and more here on the second break. Sean says, my first car was an absolute overreach for a first car. It was a 2000 Acura Integra GSR 5-speed, little tuner car. It had an ugly white 17-inch wheels. Come on. When I bought it, probably the only thing I hate about it, used to get called to the office in high school because the car's exhaust was entirely too loud. It was a pretty ridiculous car for a high school kid to have, but I loved every minute of it. It wouldn't have been T-boned. I'd probably still own it. Oh. Hey, Steve. Good morning, man. Well, Sean, I'm glad you survived the T-boning, which is much worse than the regular boning, I've heard. All right, guys, once again, our question of the day is tell us about all the things wrong with your first or current car. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Share your stories with us. It was the worst 1985 red Chevy Cavalier, rust all over it. I had $500 that I saved up somehow. I don't know how I got it. I was working crappy, making like $100 paychecks every week, maybe at like a local Kroger or IGA or something. I was making nothing money. Melissa, good morning. She says the only problem I have with my car is it gets dirty too quick. Got to get that thing washed. Take care of it. I am much more vigilant when it comes to like getting oil changes and everything because of that incident. It broke me emotionally when it came to taking care of your car and doing the general upkeep of it. There you are. Good morning. Oh yeah, we're in some flannel today. Okay. All right, well, Stacy will be joining us here in just a few minutes. She dropped off 2 different drinks, a 20-ounce Red Bull. Jesus Christ, that's massive. And a gigantic end market foam drink, and a bag of mini Chips Ahoy cookies. Jesus Christ. So she's starting off her morning with pure sugar. Glad to see that's a good thing. That's why she's so active in the morning. But she's so loud. All right, well, coming up here in just a few minutes, we're going to get to the second half of our question of the day. After that, we're going to get into our trivia game for some tickets to go check out Bon Jovi. Also, just a quick heads up, this coming Saturday is the Let's Get Saucy Wing Sauce Competition. So this is in conjunction with Bowtie Barbecue, but Southbound Brewing Company is putting this event on this Saturday at 3 o'clock. So once again, the Let's Get Saucy Wing Sauce Competitions is coming Saturday at 3 o'clock. It's free admission. You can also get free samples of the wing sauce while you're there. So come out, hang out. You can also vote for the best wing sauce. The person that gets the best wing sauce choice will get themselves a cool little prize pack as well. But the cool thing with the Let's Get Saucy Wing Sauce competition is the person that wins it, and this person will win the best wing sauce from a panel of judges, including myself. That person will actually get their wing sauce presented on the Bowtie Barbecue menu for the entire month of February. And also they get a bunch of other cool little prizes as well. So if you want to get out of the house and just come drink some beers and try some amazing wing sauce, and wings will be available for purchase there as well from Bowtie, come on out to Southbound starting 3 p.m. this Saturday. You okay, pal?
Yeah, I was just being really loud opening my cookies. Actually, I'm not okay.
You're not okay? What's going on,
We need
Stacy?
to talk about it. My babysitter has COVID, had COVID. Now she's in quarantine or whatever. So I have a kid at all times, and it's really starting to take a toll on mom.
Uh-oh.
To answer your question, yes, I drank last night.
Oh, did you?
But I'm getting much better at my tolerance.
So you're drinking a lot more than a half a bottle of Crown Oil?
No.
As we talked about on Tuesday?
It's about average.
Okay,
it's
so
about
you're fine.
Yeah, and
Things are fine.
I'm getting really good at it. But I have to babysit all the time. It's really annoying.
Well, we've got our question of the day, and everyone's chiming in with their stories. It's pretty awesome. So our question of the day was, tell us about your first or current car and whether you love it or hate it. So Wanda says, had a Chevy Cavalier that the car was used and abused. Cigarettes were burned into the upholstery. Trunk was the beer holder. We drove it everywhere. I was the only one in my group of my friends with a car.
I get it.
I had a crappy Chevy Cavalier I was talking about. I had 3 in a row.
I had a
Why?
Ford
I have
Tempo.
no idea.
I had a Ford Tempo.
My mom had a Ford Tempo.
It was gray and it was gloomy, but it was mine. But I have a funny story with mine.
Well, we'll share your story top of the next break. And then I've got a couple stories over here from Trace and Alex that we're going to get to here live on the air. Andrew said his first car was a 1992 Nissan Stanza 5-speed, ugly as hell, but AC worked. It didn't give an F. Drove that thing for many years. It would not die. It would overheat and smoke, but the motor kept kicking. Nice. Charles says his first ride, my grandma gave me her car when I turned 16. Instead of trading it, a 1975 Impala 4-door baby blue, we called it the Hog. 350 with a 4-barrel. AC went out about a year after I got it. Regularly under the hood working on it. I would seat 8 people comfortably. I put 3 sets of tires on it in 3 years. It would fly, but obviously crappy gas mileage. Didn't love it, but I love the memories. That sounds like a beast of a car. 8 people comfortably.
Do you know what I love?
What's that?
We match today. I love this.
I'm happy that you're excited about it.
We look so cute. We're like the little lumberjack morning people.
Yeah, it's lumberjacks in the morning. I love it.
It's pretty.
We'll give you wood.
Good morning, everybody. We'll give you.
Like
oh my gosh! It took a minute.
Yeah.
And usually I'm the dirty one. It took a minute.
Drink some more Red Bull. Catch up.
I am. I even got my Diet Mountain Dew, and I got Chips Ahoy. It's one of those kind of. You want one?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Steve says my first car was a Ford Pinto. Oh my God, 500.
Those are fantastic.
Piece of crap was stolen from me by a coworker from Burger King. Could he at least trade you a Whopper or something for? What the hell, man?
Jeez,
Not cool.
Get it with the upgrade.
It's funny Wanda brings this up. I actually did not talk about this because I wanted to get your take. I saw you posted about it this morning, but as soon as I saw a break last night, I'm like, I'll save this for the show tomorrow. We'll talk about it on the live stream. TMZ is reporting that Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet are breaking up after 4 years of marriage and 15 years of being with one another. Very excited, I can tell.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I could. No, for you, no. There's no chance.
No, there is totally a chance.
There is not a chance.
No, I think there is. I'm pretty solid. I can hold my own. I don't give myself enough credit on the hot scale. And yeah, I have kids and some baggage.
Yeah, you got a lot of baggage.
And a fupa, but that's because of the kids. So I think all in all, though.
You're literally trying to convince yourself you got a chance with Jason.
I totally think
it's like me trying to say that I've got a chance with literally any girl at this point with this hair and this beard.
I still don't know how you got your girl, but that's, she's so sweet. And
she doesn't take much to impress, obviously.
Clearly, we love her though. But in grand scheme of things, I really do feel I have a chance.
Well, congratulations. I'm excited for you, I guess. Good for you.
Go get your stalking on. I don't know how to stalk like that. Like, I got to figure it out, I guess. Maybe if I send him a message on Facebook.
Yes, yeah, because Jason Momoa is just checking his Facebook since the news broke. He's like, I'm going to get laid. Let's see what kind of action's going out there.
He probably already did. That's why they're breaking up.
Can you imagine the amount of DMs and everything he's getting to his social media accounts now that it's official that he is getting a divorce from his wife? I could just imagine.
I'm going to slide in on that DM.
Well, you're too late. I guarantee you thousands.
But it's me.
Thousands
I can do
and
this.
thousands of women have done this. Okay, well, how about this? This is a fun bit. Start the DM. No, not right now.
Oh.
Stacy, not right now.
But I want to. So
after the show, you need to honestly think about what you're going to say to Jason Momoa to bring him to the light of Stacy Scott.
Okay. So are nudes off the table?
You do what you have to do.
Whatever I need to happen. Okay.
So I want you to construct it. Don't just randomly go shoot.
It's got to be well thought out. Okay.
Think it out. Think of a 3-step plan. How about this? When we come back on together, which I think will probably be next Thursday because next week's we're moving studios. Next Thursday, homework assignment. You need a 3-step plan on how you are going to become Jason Momoa's new girlfriend. Let's not overstep our boundaries and say wife.
I'm okay with mistress. Like, I don't even need to be a wife. I just want, I don't even need to be a thing. I just need one night. Then he'll be in love.
Because it'll change his world?
He'll be in
love.
All
right. So this is what we'll do. You need a 3-step plan, and then you actually need to have it. You already need to send out the first message by then.
So that needs to be done.
Right.
Hey, Siri, set a reminder for today at 2 p.m. to make sure I have my 3-step plan to win over Jason Momoa.
This is wonderful.
Okay, add it to today's reminders.
Thank you.
All right, so create a 3-step plan on how you are going to become girlfriend, mistress, one-night stand with Jason Momoa.
Okay.
And then I want you to shoot off the very first message to his Instagram account.
Insta, huh? We're going Insta.
He's a big-time Insta user.
Okay.
I don't know if he even has a Facebook page.
Oh, I'm sure he does. But you know what? I think Instagram is probably the better way to go.
All right, guys, we got 2 minutes coming back with the second half of our question of the day.
I feel good about it.
But this is very, very good. And especially Horde members, if you have any advice for Stacy to maybe help get in good with Jason Momoa, please share your words of advice with Stacy.
Will I get to bang Jason Momoa? Cannot predict right now.
Okay.
So it's all based on the 3 plan.
It's not a no.
It's not a no.
Yeah. I love it.
Okay, I think I can do this.
All right, guys, we got 90 seconds coming back. Once again, Stacy, we'll start off with you.
Okay.
And then after that, I've got 2 stories, and we're going to end on a story from Alex, which is incredible.
Okay. I like it.
Just catching up with everything. Andrew says, I think me and Sheila are going to come out to the wing sauce competition on Saturday. Hell yeah, dude. Love to see you out there.
Oh, Oh, Sheila.
Andrew said Ford Tempo was pretty solid, ugly as hell, but me and my cousin crashed into a massive Buick doing almost 70 and the car survived. Holy crap.
I had a Buick LeSabre at one point in my life. I've been through some cars. It was limited.
Charles says, what's up with the South LA look? Y'all playing Suicidal Tendencies today? No, we're actually just in a Social Distortion cover band, though.
It's pretty much it.
Jeff says, go for it, Stacy. Sean says, calm down with the 3-step plan. There's Michael Scott. No, we're going with the 3-step plan.
I feel good about it. So does the 8-ball.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, we got 30 seconds coming back. Stacy's going to share a story with us in regards to our question of the day. And then we got a couple that we're going to get to after that. Then Bon Jovi tickets. We'll be right back. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning with my friend joining me in studio, Stacy Scott, the afternoon host over at Hot 98.3.
Good morning, my friend.
Good morning. Now, you can hang with us each and every weekday from 7 to 9 on the live stream as we do live stream the show. So jump on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch and just search the Marshall and Friends show and make sure to like, follow, subscribe, and turn your notifications on from there. Right now, we are in our question of the day. Tell us about all the things wrong with your first or current car. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Stacy, you got a story for us.
I had a 1994, I believe. Don't quote me on the year.
Okay.
Gray Ford Tempo, gray cloth interior, solid car, but I lived in Ohio. Okay. So the defrost didn't work. Well, my birthday's in November, so we need a defrost by November because that's when I got my car. I had to use one of those, what do you call them that plug into the car that you put a normal plug in? We have them here at the radio station.
Oh, power inverter?
Yes.
Yeah.
With a hairdryer. And I had to defrost my car with a hairdryer because the defroster didn't work. But that worked for about a month. Then I crashed it because the defroster didn't work. And then my mom bought me an Eddie Bauer edition 2001 Ford Explorer.
So instead of just fixing the problem, she bought you a whole nother car.
Yep. And then I was solid after that. But that Ford Tempo, all about the hairdryer. And I sat there like a champ about 20 minutes prior to school.
Unbelievable.
I know.
Well, rest in peace, that Tempo. I don't think you really gave it a fair shake. But once again, our question of the day, tell us about all the things wrong with your first or current car. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Actually, Trace, our buddy from Bluffton, hit us up. He said, my first car, 1998 Isuzu Trooper. He said, the thing was a piece of junk. After I had it for about 4 months, the stereo would randomly go out. So I'd have to yank the radio out, jiggle the wires a little bit until it came back on. Half the time, I wouldn't be able to get the CD to eject, so I had to use pliers to pull it out.
Holy moly.
He said, after 6 months of driving it, anytime I would take a left turn, the passenger door would just swing open. It would just swing open. He goes, it didn't matter if the doors were locked or not. That must be slightly terrifying the very first time that happened. And then every time you forgot to like tie it down or something, I'm guessing.
There's probably a reason why they don't make Isuzu anymore, right? Like that was probably it. How many people just flew out of a car on an on-ramp because the door flung open?
You can't really recall the person that was ejected from the vehicle.
Oopsie daisy. Like a hospital will probably love that company.
No kidding. All right, let's go ahead and get into the story from Alex, capping off our question of the day. This is an incredible story. So Alex says, I had a buddy with a yellow Lincoln Town car that had busted brakes. He literally would have to start braking like half a block from where he wanted to stop it. He goes, every red light or stop sign was a life or death experience. He goes, there was a few intersections we timed badly and blew through them at about 5 miles an hour while the brakes made a grinding, squealing sound that would wake the neighborhood. He goes, people would just watch our slow motion train wreck dumpster fire of a car that looked suspiciously like a banana, loudly brake, all the traffic laws in silent disbelief. He goes, the good old days.
So that had to be like an old yellow cab then is what we're going with this.
Something. I have no idea. That's incredible, though. I mean, like, it's like the slowest impending doom moment ever. You're like, are you ever going to stop? And they just never stopped. And they just went through an intersection like at 5 miles an hour. Incredible stuff.
You do what you have to do. Like to have a car, like when you turn 16 to even have a car, it is so like invigorating, right? Like it's like, I don't care what it looks like. I can get from point A to point B, not on a bike, you know, and nobody's going to take me there.
Yeah, but when you have to guess if you can stop at a stoplight,
I get it.
Maybe you shouldn't be driving
Well,
that
that's when you
around.
learn how to use that emergency brake. I've had to wheel that out a few times in my day. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why it's terrifying to be on the roadway with you. All right, guys.
It is. I don't even.
Once again, thanks for chiming in for our question of the day, which was tell us all about what was wrong with your first or current car and whether you loved it or hated it. Now, coming up here in just a few minutes, going to give you the details on how you can win yourself some Bon Jovi tickets coming up in mere moments here on the Marshall and Friends Show on Rock 106.1. Right now, 5-finger death punch. It's a little bit off. All right, back on the live stream.
I just took a COVID test 2 days ago.
Congratulations.
My whole life flashed before my eyes. Like, I think I blacked out. Have you had one yet?
No, I actually have not had a COVID test.
I had to do a rapid one because I wanted to come back to work. I didn't want to sit there and wait, right? It's great. They do it 2 ways. They do it in your mouth and they do it up your nose. And I was like,
Is that the first time you ever had a COVID test?
no, I had it done before, but I don't remember it being that intense. But I probably blacked out then too. Like, I don't think this woman cared. I think she was so mad she had to do so many lately. She was just like,
Oh, yeah.
like, I thought she was plunging out a turd from my nostril. It was like that.
Yeah, it was a rinse and repeat situation.
Right. And I was like, could you please not do that to my kids and traumatize them for the rest of their lives?
She
But
touched your brain a little bit.
what's left, I guess.
Yeah.
But like,
well,
I own it, but it was like, Marshall, it was bad. Like, I thought I was bleeding. I had to like check and like opened up like my sinuses to where it drained out all my boogers. Like,
good.
but instantly, as soon as I got that negative test result, I was cured. I think everything was in my head. So I didn't come to work yesterday. I didn't feel well. Well, I took the COVID test too to be safe. Got the results back, and I was like, oh, let's go. I'm ready.
Well, hey, first and foremost, let's clap it up because you don't have COVID. All right? Clap it up.
2 years, for 2 years, knock on wood.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
0 amount of cases inside your body of
Not
COVID.
even a world pandemic wants me. It's fantastic.
I'm glad the pandemic and all men have something in common.
Except for Jason Momoa.
Well, you got a 3-step plan that.
I'm already like, it's literally the wheels are turning that I'm going to be okay.
Is that what that sound is?
Yes, that's exactly what that is.
I thought the air conditioner broke.
It might be that. Might be my kid in the next room watching Five Nights at Freddy, but we're getting through this together.
Morning, Trace. How's it going? Charles says, Stacy, get Jason Momoa to use chloroform. It's how I got Mrs. T.
I want to do this out of my boobs and like, you know, my good looks.
Okay.
'Cause I think that I can do that with both of them.
Well, I mean, like I
I've
said,
come a long way.
you've got a 3-step plan to put together, and then you've got to execute step 1 before we come back on the air together. But once again,
I can do this.
okay, you can't work on it now. We're focusing on the show.
I can't help it. I just see him.
Nope. We've got to focus on the show. Oh, look, my sister is actually chiming in. Erica said, I had a 1971 Chrysler LeBaron. I think I remember that. I used to be an old cop car from my hometown. It cost $250.
Hey, you can't beat that. Cop it up.
Speaking of copping it up, what up, Brett? Our cop from Beaufort, sitting in the parking lot of urgent care waiting to get tested for cocoa. Fingers crossed. Good luck, man. Hey, as soon as you get a negative test, we'll clap it up for you, too. I don't care what we're doing. On the air, off the air, we're clapping it up for anyone who's negative for the cocoa.
Well, I mean, we have to clap it up for some positive people, too. It's not their fault necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to be positive, Polly's.
Gibby says, Marshall, I shot you a message about the new Foo Fighters movie trailer, Studio 666. Yes, I actually saw that the other day. Thank you for passing that along. The Foo Fighters have a new movie. I think it's going to theaters, but I think it's going to be streamed digitally pretty quickly afterwards. But it's very Evil Dead-ish, and I can't wait to watch it.
I met the lead singer in an airport once.
Dave Grohl?
He's very short. I thought that he would be taller.
Mm-hmm.
He was very short, and he was so sweet.
So Dave Grohl, I've only come within like 15 feet of him once. I was engineering an interview with our midday girl on X1075 back in Vegas. We were backstage at the, I think it was at the Hard Rock, and we were interviewing Taylor Hawkins, the drummer of the Foo Fighters. And Dave was walking down the hall. He peeked in, and he goes, "What is this?" And we're like, "Oh, we're doing an interview right now." And he goes, "Ah!" He screamed, and he ran away with his hands up.
They're super, like, you know, we've done radio for a long time. I've been in it since, 2003. So I've hung out with, like, Breaking Benjamin and Stained and all, you know, all that. Because back then that was
Sick Flex.
a big deal. Like Daughtry. They were all so cool to me. Lit.
Yeah, I mean, almost every band I've met, for the most part, have been really, really cool. There's been bands that have been kind of like, I don't know, about themselves. Like,
yes, Hinder. Hinder was so bad.
Hinder, the guys from Hinder were the coolest to me. I actually went on their tour bus, which was like this weird RV thing, and hung out with them for hours, just getting hammered as hell.
So did I.
It was incredible.
It was their 100th show.
And then
remember that? Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, totally.
It was not a proud moment.
Yeah. So what else? I think sadly, Vinny from Sponge, who actually came in, who's
he was here just here.
Yeah, his autograph is on the wall just this past July. He was oddly too rock starry for us. Yeah, he was a little bit big on the rock star scale for a guy who hasn't had a hit in 20 years.
Those are the ones that get me. Like even Bret Michaels, when he came to town, remember when Stage on Bay was a thing?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, they were like really strict about, and it was before Coco and all that good stuff, but they were so strict about, no selfies. We take the picture for you. Bret was like, got everybody out, hung out with me for a few minutes, was like, I appreciate what you do. He was taking selfies with me. Like people like that, like I've never heard of Sponge, okay? Like I'm gonna be real, until I heard of Sponge, okay?
Right.
I've heard of Bret Michaels, and he was so nice. Like he was the one that could be that guy, but he wasn't.
Yeah, it's strange to see who wants to be a rock star and who acts like a rock star.
Britney Spears was a B. She's a B. I don't like her.
Britney Spears?
Yes. And she ruined everything when I went to her show and I got to play on stage, and her piano was hollow. So she pretends to play the piano very intensely in her shows. And
I mean, would you even honestly believe Britney Spears actually played
back then I did. I believed everything.
All right. Well, 20 seconds. We'll be right back. Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning with Stacy Scott of Hot 98.3, pretending to be my friend.
I'm not pretending. I truly adore your face.
Ooh. Really?
And your lumberjack look today. No, I do. I've been around you for a while now. I don't hate you.
We both have a lumberjack look today.
We look, and we didn't even try. Like we didn't even call each other last night and set out our outfits.
Yeah, it's only slightly embarrassing. So if you want to check out our lumberjack look, we're obviously live streaming the show right now from 7 to 9 every single morning. We do that. So jump on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Just search the Marshall and Friends show. And make sure to like, follow, and subscribe over there. We're very, very needy people. So
it's true.
Let's go ahead and dive into this because we have a pair of tickets to Bon Jovi that we're going to be hooking someone up with.
So excited about this show.
All right. And it's weird because everyone's like, oh, you're giving tickets away to Bon Jovi. And then I've had everyone going, dude, how can I win those?
Yep.
When do they go on sale? Can I have some? Like, no, you have to win them. But Bon Jovi is coming right here to Savannah, which is very exciting. Wednesday, April 13th, playing at the brand new End Market Arena on the Bon Jovi 2022 tour. Now, tickets officially go on sale Friday morning, 10 a.m., which is tomorrow. So all you have to do to win yourself a pair of tickets right now is to text us your first name and then a number between 1 and 7 because we're about to play Are You Smarter Than My Friend Trivia. So you're going to choose a number. Let's say you choose the number 5. That's how many questions you think Stacy is going to get correct. We'll give you a number on each side of that. We'll give you a 4 and we'll give you a 6. A 3-number range to possibly win Bon Jovi tickets this morning, all depending on how smart Stacy is feeling. Do you feel smart this morning?
I feel pretty good. I feel like a solid 4, maybe 5. Like I get better and better each time I do it. I'm not horrible at this.
No, you're actually one of the best performers when it comes to trivia that we have every single week. So go ahead and text us 1-800-394-1061. Your first name and a number between 1 and 7. That will be the amount of questions you think Stacy is going to get right today. We'll play trivia coming up next here on the Marshall and Friends show on Rock 106.1. All right, guys. Yeah.
Who mows the lawn at 7:42 a.m.?
That's our beautiful landscaping crew who decides to show up. Wait till they show up right in front of the studio window. It's awesome.
Like this is real life.
Yeah, it is.
It's 7:40. There's not even grass out here.
Welcome to 7 a.m. Welcome to these studios. It'll be nicer when we're upstairs.
Oh my golly jeepers.
Going back to our question of the day, Sherry says I had a 1985 Chevy Chevette. It was called the Battletoad. It was dark green and red lights or stop sign. It would randomly die. I would have to keep a long screwdriver in the car so I could jumpstart the starter. Nice. Once again, morning, Rhett. Thanks for joining us. Morning, Greg. Greg said, I got the negative yesterday. Nice. Clapping it up for Greg. Congratulations, No Coco. We're clapping it up for Greg, No Coco.
Yay, no Coco for Greg. Me either. I'm so excited about that because I did not want to have it.
Red said, being a cop, I get exposed to all types. Good luck.
Ugh, and especially in Beaufort, right? You're in Beaufort.
Andrew says, clap it up for my drivers. They are the ones picking up all the waste from the COVID sites to be destroyed. Ooh, clapping it up for those COVID grossness things.
Oof.
Wanda says, Selena goes for her COVID test tomorrow, so her ass can go back to school Tuesday. She's going stir crazy sitting here. I bet she is.
Oh, I bet. It's got to be tough for kids. I will say this, my kids' school's been awesome. Like they've not had very many cases and they quarantine and Brody's been going nonstop. He hasn't stopped since all of this and hasn't gotten it once.
Nice.
Yeah. It's great for me too. Bye. Go to school.
See ya. So I'm very excited about seeing Jack White at the end of April. He's going to be headlining the High Water Festival. We actually gave away tickets to that show. And that show, which I'm going to attend, is going to be incredible, mostly for the fact that he is going to be putting out and playing some new music. And he just announced last night that Jack White is going to be releasing a new single this coming Friday off his new album. I think it's called The Fear of Dawn, is because he's putting out 2 albums this year. And that's coming out in April. So if you are a Jack White fan, tomorrow, Friday, I don't know the days of the week apparently, is going to be a great day because you're going to hear some new music from him.
Was he in a group?
So yeah, Jack White kind of really came to mainstream success with the White Stripes.
That's it. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, which was with him and his wife at the time, Meg White.
I thought they were sisters, so that's awesome.
Well, yeah, they pretended to be brother and sister because they didn't want people to.
So it was a thing.
Yeah, so Jack White and Meg White were actually husband and wife, but they didn't want to have people know them as husband and wife for some reason. I forget the exact reason why they did that.
She's my sister.
But yeah, so they kind of ran with it like that, and then obviously things fell apart. And they broke up, and he does White Stripes music. But, I mean, truth of the matter is, Jack White was always the driving force behind the White Stripes anyway. So even him and his solo work, it's the same stuff.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's all the same.
I just don't follow it, working out in Hot 98.3. It's all top 40 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So back in the day, yes, I would have because I did more rocky kind of stuff. But now I don't know what the, Jack White story is. So that's why I have you, Lumberjack Marshall.
Yes, Lumberjack Marshall this morning. I don't know why I dressed up in, I guess I'm kind of dressed up fancy. I got my boots on today, too.
You do look very LA.
Fancy.
Oh my God, I have boots on too, but not black.
Got my fancy Vans boots on.
They make those? Are those your gray new jeans you liked too?
Yeah.
You're looking sweet today, looking a little shabby or savvy.
Savvy? Shabby?
Shabby.
I don't know. I'll take both. Both sound like a compliment, I think.
Morning, Elaine.
All right, guys, coming up next, once again, we're doing trivia for some Bon Jovi tickets. And after that, top of the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to get into a story that I thought, Stacy, you would honestly really like. DoorDash is getting into the Girl Scout cookie game. So we'll talk about that.
There's a cop here. And I was like, how'd you get in? How did you get in?
Talk about that here coming up in a minute.
Hi, Sam.
What's up? Who gave you hockey tickets? Oh, okay.
Oh, Sam. How did you get in? It was open? Oh, Sam's got a code. Well, you got to be safe. You got to get in. My kid's in there. You want to say hi? He doesn't care. He hates me too. Like my kids are at the stage where they're starting to hate me because I have to get them up for life. I have to do trivia. It's going to be intense. Yeah, I feel good about it. It's for Bon Jovi tickets though. So how many are multiple choice?
Today you are going to have 2 multiple choice questions.
Well, I'm getting 2. No, you know what though? I haven't gotten the multiple choices right. If you've noticed, it's been the other ones. I maybe get 1 out of your multiple choices.
We'll see how you do. I think we're going to go with this one.
You feel good about it? Because yeah, he's into it. He's definitely into Oh, see? We match.
Okay. Cool.
See, this is why I couldn't leave. See, I'm talking to all these people right there. Yeah, Marshall and Friends show is pretty legit. It's like, I don't even know why Howard Stern's still around because really we could just tear it up at this point.
Wow.
We're pretty good. Only on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Good luck with conference calls, Andrew. Elaine says breaking the law again. No. Or just our cop friend decided to just break into the studios.
Basically,
So technically, she's breaking the law.
but she's here.
Can you arrest a cop? Like as a cop, can you arrest a cop? Okay.
Have you done it? Oh, that would have been awesome. I would. If you gave me a badge and a gun, I would arrest everyone. I'd be like, boom, boom, let's go in the car.
Sorry, guys. Our cop friend has broken into the studios. I'm not going to put them on camera because
we got.
They don't want to. They don't want to be on camera, and they have a gun, and I'm not going to say or do things I shouldn't. But we are about 90 seconds away. We'll dive into some trivia here. Once again, for Bon Jovi tickets, I have chosen the person you are playing for.
Okay.
I will not reveal their name or the number that they think you'll get.
Is it a good number or a bad number? Can you say that? Like, is it a decent number?
How about this? It's a number. 100%. It is a number.
It's good. I like it.
But once again, in the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about DoorDash getting into the Girl Scout cookie game. Coastal Empire Wrestling is going to be coming back to the Coastal Empire Brewing Company on January 22nd. And then we're going to get into some American culture no-nos. So just some stuff that someone who's coming to visit the U.S. wanted to know about before they
it's not even 8 a.m., sir.
before they got here.
Is that not a noise that pee out of you at all times?
Well, the landscaping crew comes around, at like 7 a.m. It's awesome. All right, 20 seconds. We'll be right back.
Okay.
It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends Show. Today, as you know, we live stream the show every single day from 7 until 9. So jump on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch and just search the Marshall and Friends Show. And make sure to like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. All right, let's go ahead and dive into Are You Smarter Than My Friend Trivia? My friend in studio today is Stacy Scott, afternoon host of Hot 98.3.
Stretching it out. I feel it's going to help me today.
All right, so on the line today is Bon Jovi Tickets. He's coming to town on Wednesday, April 13th at the brand new End Market Arena. Tickets officially on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. And we have someone that's playing, well, you'll be playing for today. Her name is Kelly. Kelly says you're going to get 4 correct today.
Solid guess. All right, Kelly.
So you have to get between 3 and 5 because we give people a 3-number range for her chance to win Bon Jovi tickets. You have 7 questions, 60 seconds. Good luck to you. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. Question number 1. Ozzy Osbourne is the former lead vocalist of which classic heavy metal band?
Pass.
Wow. Question number 2, multiple choice. In which decade was the first electric guitar made, the 20s, 30s, or 40s?
30s.
Correct. Question number 3, how many how many states border West Virginia?
4.
Incorrect. Question number 4, how many people survived the sinking of the Titanic? Was it 706, 806, or 906?
9.
Incorrect. Question number 5, where is the Basketball Hall of Fame located?
There's one of those. Texas.
Incorrect. Question number 6, Beantown is the nickname for what U.S. city?
Where do you fart a lot? Arizona? I don't know. I mean, Tulsa. I don't know.
Incorrect. And one final question. Question number 7, what side of the Niagara Falls has the largest falls, the U.S. or Canadian side?
Canadian.
That is correct.
Wait, go back to the first one.
Question number 1, Ozzy Osbourne is the former lead vocalist. Which classic heavy metal band? Time's running out.
Black
5 seconds.
Sabbath.
That is correct.
Oh, how many did I get? Did I get her tickets? I had to have gotten 3.
Hold on. Let's see. Canadian side. Yes. 2, 3. Yes, you got 3.
Oh, thank goodness. I felt so bad for a minute.
Kelly, barely coming through. Stacy, with your opportunity to go to Bon Jovi. Congratulations to you. Barely made it, Stacy. But let's go ahead and jump into our correct answers. Yes, Ozzy Osbourne was the former lead vocalist of Black Sabbath. Okay. The decade the first electric guitar was made was the 1930s. You did not get that right.
I did get that right. That's the one I got right.
Oh, that is the one you got right. Sorry. How many U.S. states border West Virginia? That is 5. How many people survived the sinking of the Titanic? 706. The Basketball Hall of Fame is located in Springfield, Massachusetts. Beantown is the nickname for Boston. I thought just everyone knew that. I'm stunned.
I'm from Cleveland. We don't look at Boston.
And the Canadian side is the larger side of Niagara Falls. So there you go. Kelly, you're barely going to Bon Jovi, but it doesn't matter. You got 2 seats right inside the brand new End Market Arena. Coming up next, we're going to talk about how DoorDash is changing the Girl Scout cookie game. That's coming up here on the Marshall and Friends Show on Rock 106.1.
I felt so bad for a minute. I was like, oh my gosh, these are the hardest questions ever. But I'm really upset at myself over the Titanic one. You know why?
Why?
I literally watched that in the movie theater like 17.8 thousand times because of Leo. Like, that's when I was in love with Leo. And Teen Beat, he was all over my wall.
You're not in love with Leo anymore?
No, Jason Momoa. I'm trying to
So you moved on?
I moved on.
Okay. Well,
he never went for me.
Well, you have homework. Just remember, Jason Momoa, 3-step plan, and then you got to send the first message to Jason on
via
Instagram.
Insta by next Thursday. Yeah. See, I've got this all down, and I told Siri, so we're in a good spot.
Quick question: have you ever been blocked by someone on Instagram before?
I think just Brian's ex-wife, but I blocked her too.
So I mean, so you could tell when someone's blocked you, right?
Like, you won't be able to send him a message, so he'll know.
Yeah, so we'll find that out pretty quickly if Jason Momoa blocks you.
Are you trying to say that you think that might happen?
Yeah, so I mean, I can't wait to hear what your 3-step plan is. Once again, I don't want to know anything now. You need to put it together after the show today.
I don't know what my 3-step plan is. All I know is that I really just have a chance. I feel like I have a chance.
Morning Liquid, he goes, oh, no good. My girlfriend may have the cocoa. Oh, I don't love to hear that. That's not good.
I think that it's going, like, this week has been like a hit hard, close to home week. Have you noticed that? A lot of people close to us have either had to get tested. Okay, they're gone. The leaves are gone.
I just ignore them at this point.
I've been tested. My kids have been tested. Like, everybody's had to be tested.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it seems like whatever this new strain of cocoa.
The flu-ricon or something. Like, I'm not even being funny. It's like the flu and COVID mixed.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, there's quite a few people that I know personally who have had to get tested recently because they thought they had it. Some have it, some don't. It's definitely crazy. You got to definitely take care of yourself. I'd highly recommend wearing a mask when you go out. And I know it's not fun. And I know I talked about it yesterday. I'm sick of cocoa. I want to get past this. I want to get back to a regular life where things are somewhat normal, but we're not there yet. So I would do everything in your power. Vaccinated or not, wear a mask. Make sure you don't get it because the last thing you want to be is sick.
I called, I'm not sure Liquid's first name. I know you do, but I called around yesterday because one of the options for us was 2 days ago, was going to the Civic Center, and I wasn't waiting 3 hours in line to get something up my nose and wait another 4 days for an answer. So I ended up calling St. Joseph's immediate care type of deal over on Pooler Parkway, and they're doing appointment only for that, but I got lucky and they squeezed us in. So
that's cool.
And it was like $20 with my copay. So I was down.
I know maybe it's presumptuous of me, but why do we have to pay for COVID tests at all?
Right. You don't have to pay for the vaccine or anything else. Why should you have to pay? Now, the ones that are not rapid, you don't have to pay for. So like, I wanted results within, like, because there's so many of them, they can't guarantee that you're going to get results before 3 days at the Civic Center. Right. So I wanted results instantly if possible. And because they had so many, I had to wait 24 hours. But it was more of a quick turnaround time if you have to get back to work or you don't have the time to take off. So I paid for that. You could pay for at-home ones, too. They look like pregnancy tests.
I know. I've seen them.
It's a bit much for me. I don't know.
Our boss's daughter actually had to take one of those tests recently, and he showed it to me. And I'm like, oh, that is weird.
It's like a pregnancy test. I'm like, whoa. I see positive, I'm on the ground because I see 2 lines and I'm not doing that again.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're in commercials right now. Once we come out of them, we'll be back to the top of the hour. We're going to get into the story. Stacy, I don't know if you got a chance to read it or not, but DoorDash is changing the Girl Scout game. And I think this is something that is going to transform your life.
I have some questions about it, though. So,
well, I'll do my best at answering them. But yeah,
because I use DoorDash pretty religiously.
Oh yeah, we talked about this.
But not just for that. They go to Dollar General. Like if I don't want to leave the house for toilet paper, my DoorDash goes to Dollar General. They go to Michael's.
Have you ever used Instacart? Because Instacart does the same thing.
Yes,
right?
I do. But they don't have certain ones on there. Like if I get my girly time, and I don't want to go get tampons, they'll hit up CVS. It's fantastic, and they deliver. Like it's fantastic. I did use Instacart yesterday to pick up my groceries from Publix. It's cheaper that way.
Nice.
And I only live a second from Publix.
Elaine says that the iHealth COVID-19 antigen rapid test, 2 tests per pack, results in 15 minutes. Oh, she dropped the link. Thanks for doing that.
It's probably like $64.95, right?
Let's check it out real quick.
Because they're expensive. I tried that route too. Sold out.
Yeah, grand opening, grand closing. Yeah, the link you sent apparently says, we're sorry, you have to reload the page. Let me reload the page.
No.
No, we call COVID Coco.
We try to make it nice.
It's a lot funner that way.
I'll text you when I'm off. We will. And look at he matches. We match. We're so cute.
Wanda says, I saw an article, didn't read it, but insurance is supposed to start paying for at-home tests. Anyone else see it, knowledge about it?
I actually saw it on the news.
Yeah, Elaine said that. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, but they didn't do it when I needed it. And where were they 2 years ago? We've been going through this for 2 years now. Insurance. Pay enough for you. You can pay the $20 copay.
Yeah.
I just feel bad though. It's scarring kids. My kids have had to have a couple tests with school and stuff,
Sure.
But it's like I have to hold them down. They're petrified of it. It's just a crappy situation.
Our parents do terrible. I mean, the parents have to do not terrible things, but parents have to do not fun things. It's part of the parenting game.
I get it. I remember when strep throat, they had to get that.
It's not scarring your kids, making them do.
I feel like, I hope not, because I feel like it's scarring me.
No.
Like I'm scared that they're going to get my brain next time. Because they're
going to get your brain? Yeah, I would be terrified. Do you think?
It doesn't pop like a balloon. Stupid.
Yours might.
That's true. I'm not even mad. It's true.
All right, guys. Once again, coming up next, we're going to talk about DoorDash changing the Girl Scout cookie game, which is kind of crazy. I always forget when Girl Scout cookies are back, right?
Until it's all over Facebook.
Yeah, the only time I know is when I walk into a Walmart and I'm like, oh, the Girl Scouts are here. Oh, it's Girl Scout season. And like, how long does Girl Scout cookie season last?
Okay, so I got the skinny on this because one of our friends from this company, Josie, her daughter sells Girl Scout cookies.
Okay.
She gets them like 2 months prior to anybody else down here. It's like different areas get their cookies at different times. So I can order cookies from Josie's daughter and have them sent to me. But then 2 months later, they're knocking on my door to sell them because it's just the way it's like sectioned out.
It's like the first half of the year, right?
Yeah.
It's like kind of like January through May-ish, depending.
Depending on who's doing it, yes. But I do love a good Girl Scout cookie. The Samoas, like Jason Momoa, it's my favorite.
And it's the only reason why you like Jason Momoa.
No, that is
because it kind of sounds like a Girl Scout cookie.
Have you seen Aquaman?
I have seen Aquaman.
My mom and I saw it like 4 times in the movie theater. My kids fell asleep. We're just sitting there with popcorn going, yep. Oh, here he comes out the water.
Is that why it made $1 billion?
Yes, it is. Here he comes out the water. Get the slushy, Mom. Fill it up. Here we go. Oh, Momoa.
Good old Jason Momoa.
He is a fine piece of man meat. I don't really care what anybody says.
He's more than just meat.
No, not to me.
That's me.
That's me.
Lane says that I love that you can order them online. Yeah, when it comes to the cookies, there's also a brand new cookie. We'll get into that here in just. I'm
just more concerned that they get the points for it. Like these girls work their butts off. So like if you're ordering them from DoorDash or whatever the thing is, because I don't know the story, I didn't read your notes on that yet. But who's getting the credit for it? You see what I'm saying?
That I don't know.
That's a fair question. I'm glad I asked it off the air.
It's not brought up into this story.
I like to give those girls that hustle my money. Like those are our future entrepreneurs.
Yeah, we have a girl that's 3 doors down from us. There is a girl that sells Girl Scout cookies. My wife knows her mom, so she like every year she comes over. My wife drops like $50 in cookies, and I'm like, why do we need so many of these?
Because you only get them once a year. Like you have to stock up on them, and like that's my goal every time. Like I love Thin Mints, and I love them in the freezer, right? So I'll get like 6 boxes of those and put them in the freezer. Let's be real about that situation. It's gone.
Those are gone by like St. Patty's Day.
Not even.
Yeah.
Not even.
Elaine says Momoa's hot. He's a biker, and Gibby goes just about the dong. Poor Jason. And he goes, and he's a bassist.
He is. I didn't know he was a bassist, but it's not just about the dong because I've never seen it. Thank you. It's about him and that hair.
Are you? Well, here's the thing. Are you really about Jason Momoa? I mean, do you celebrate his whole career? Because
no,
he was on Baywatch. You know this, right?
Like the original with Hasselhoff?
No, I think he was on like some sort of like movie. He was in the movie, or he was like on a sequel TV series. But Jason Momoa starred. This was like
I could see it.
Clean, like shaven Jason Momoa, short hair, and he wasn't as muscly at that point.
I like the beard. I like the scruff. I like the look that he smells a little. It makes him look manly.
He's got like not all the stink lines, but like maybe 2.5 stink lines coming off of Jason Momoa's body.
Tattoos, like I just want to curl up in bed with him. I know that's bad, but it's true.
What if he ate all your Thin Mints?
I would buy him for him. If it got him to my house, I would buy him Thin Mints.
But what if he came to your house, ate all your Thin Mints, and it was just like, what are you gonna do about it? That's all he did?
That's all he did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might send him an invoice because they're expensive.
Send him an invoice. They're $5 a box.
They're not cheap.
Wait, how much are Girl Scout cookies? They're like $4 a box, right?
I think they're more. They went up. Cost of living.
Really?
Yeah, I think for like 4 boxes it was $25. Like, don't quote me, but I'm pretty.
No,
I think so.
Because I know some cookies. There's a couple of the cookies that are more expensive than the others. Like the new cookies I'm about to bring up, the Adventurefuls, I think is what they're called.
Those are that brownie one.
Yeah, those are going to be
$8
more costly than your regular Thin Mints.
All I care about is the Samoas and the Thin Mints.
Samoas, Thin Mints are nice. I don't really care for them too much.
The tagalongs are pretty good too.
Those are the peanut butter ones, right?
Like a peanut butter Twix cookie, yeah.
Yeah, so those are my favorite. Those are my favorite. The regular dry peanut butter ones, don't even talk to me about those. Those are pure garbage.
There's not enough milk in the world. Like it's like a dog biscuit. It's what I imagine a dog biscuit
Would you say that's the worst Girl Scout cookie?
No, the lemon one with the freaking powder on it that they had. The lemon one. It was like,
I think that was a one-off though, right? That was just last year.
Yeah, I guess. And like honestly, the plain shortbread ones, like that you get out of a tin at Christmas time.
Oh yeah.
They're not you can get them out of a tin at Christmas time. Yeah. Like give me the fancy stuff, you know?
Scott goes, tag along, FTW.
Yes.
Tagalongs. Yeah, tagalongs I think are the best. I'm gonna just.
Sorry, I didn't touch it. Oh look, you're making me look.
No, I'm trying to fill the frame of you so we match.
We really do match.
I wasn't talking about that, just the framing. Yeah, a little bit better. All right, guys, we got 1 minute. 1 minute before we jump on there. We're going to talk about Girl Scout cookies. You know, I even think about jumping into, I wish I would have thought about it yesterday, about diving in, and we should have power ranked our favorite Girl Scout cookies.
I mean, I can do it on the fly. Like, I could.
Hold on, let me bring up a list. Maybe we'll just
I'm a connoisseur.
I'm a connoisseur.
I am. I was wearing a purple shirt prior to putting on the lumberjack shirt, so my eyeshadow does not match my outfit. Matches yours.
Oh. You know they sell Girl Scout cookies on Amazon?
You know what? That's brilliant. Whoever that goes to, like if that is a girl sitting at home going, Mom, I'm not walking, put it on Amazon.
We'll be right back. Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning. My friend in studio is Stacy Scott, afternoon host of Hot 98.3. Stacy, thanks for being my friend.
Thank you for being a friend. It was time.
Yep. Make sure to hang out with us on the live stream as we do this every single day from 7 until 9 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just search the Marshall and Friends show. Now, I found this story, and I knew it was going to speak to you because you are a big-time DoorDasher. You said you love ordering in dinner almost every night from
Almost
DoorDash.
every night.
You said the delivery guys actually know your name, know who you are. So check this out. It's almost Girl Scout cookie season, okay? And to change with the times, those Girl Scouts are doing a lot of things differently. Now, a lot of times you would find Girl Scout cookies just by kind of randomly walking into like a Walmart.
Yeah.
There'd be a table out there. Or sometimes they would come directly to your door just randomly. Oh, it's Girl Scout cookie time? This is amazing news. Well, because of the pandemic, they're going to be doing online ordering this year, home shipping, virtual cookie booths, and now the Girl Scouts have partnered with DoorDash for on-demand cookie deliveries.
That is on point.
Okay. So according to this, nationwide, DoorDash, it looks like beginning February 18th, will have Girl Scout cookies in select areas. It doesn't say exactly where. I went on DoorDash. I searched Girl Scout cookies. Nothing has come up yet. But once again, this looks like it's not going to start until February 18th. This changes the game for the Girl Scouts.
And it's probably because of what we talked about on the live stream prior to this. Every region has a different time that they release the Girl Scout cookies. So they're just given that roundabout time. So when it's our turn, DoorDash will be there for us.
Now, if you love the Girl Scout cookies like most people do, they do have a new cookie this year. It's called the Adventurefuls. It's a brownie-inspired cookie with caramel or caramel, depending on how fancy you are, flavored cream, and sea salt. I'm in. I mean,
that sounds good. I think they should have added chocolate chips for flavor, but, you know, who am I?
You're critiquing the cookie even before you taste it. Well, we were talking about Girl Scout cookies. Let's quickly just what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie? Power rank your top 3 cookies.
Top 3 goes number 1, probably Samoa's. Number 2, Thin Mints. Number 3, Tagalongs.
I love Tagalongs.
It's a solid list.
I'm going to go Tagalongs, and then I'm going to go, I think this is a newer one. I'm just going to go the s'more cookie. Because I got the
that
s'more,
is good. That is really good.
The new s'more cookies, which are back, I believe, this year, are incredible. And then I'll go Samoa's. But I'm going to go hard take here. Thin Mints are garbage. I hate Thin Mints.
Why do you hate that?
There are better Thin Mint cookies out there than the Girl Scouts provide. I'm sorry, Girl Scouts. You guys do amazing work, and we love you. And, of course, it's the home of the Girl Scouts, so I'm sorry to be so blasphemous on the radio here. But your Thin Mints, not in my top 3 Thin Mints.
It's okay, Girl Scouts, because I'll buy his share of boxes this year. So it'll be fine. We'll make it up. It'll be okay.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. The latest on the Girl Scout cookies. Once again, they can be delivered directly to your door. Amazing work, Girl Scouts, especially there. Coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to talk about Coastal Empire Wrestling. Big, close, personal friend of ours, Voodoo Jack, is the owner of Coastal Empire Wrestling. They have a huge show going down next weekend. We'll give you all the details on how you can see them right now. Eve 6, Inside Out on Rock 106.1. Good morning. All right.
I didn't know he owned that. I love Voodoo Jack. He's a super nice guy.
Yeah, Voodoo Jack, he's been a close personal friend of the show for quite some time. He has hit Cotter and I think me with kendo sticks quite a few times.
He's allowed me to hit Cotter with the kendo stick, and it was probably one of my best days at the office. You don't even have to hit it that hard for it to really connect. And
oh, yeah.
I would love a kendo stick.
Yeah. Charles says Thin Mints all day. I'm sorry to break the narrative, man. Their Thin Mints are not good. They're not good.
What Thin Mint is good though?
I don't even know. Yeah, sorry, it is hot. I don't know. I don't know the brand name. I just know like the color of packaging. The color of packaging at the grocery store. But green-ish? I don't know. Something like that. Sean says none of the cookies we get in my area are good. Minnesota gets cookies from the trash bakery. That is true though. Like so, and here I apologize. Let me ship this over to this. Okay. Nope, that's not what I want. Sorry guys. Let me fix the camera. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. So the Girl Scout cookies, like, they hire out bakeries across the U.S. to do their cookies. So some cookies are slightly different in different areas of the United States. Marshall, you speak like the devil. Thin Mints are delicious. I'm sorry. I got to take a hard take.
You know what? You are entitled
I just love
to your feelings.
You know what's funny is because someone's going to bring up this in like 6 months. You're like, hey, remember the time you said you hated Thin Mints on the radio? You're dead to me, Marshall.
Is it that serious? People do that to you?
Yeah, I'll get that every once in a while. People will be like, hey, do you remember saying this? I'm like, I don't, but I believe that. Sean says the lemonade ones might be the only ones I like better here than the ones from down south.
Ones from down south.
Well, the Girl Scouts hire out different bakeries to do all the cookies. So
Stop it! I did not know that.
Yeah, some of them are slightly different.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Stop
Dude,
it.
learn about the Girl Scouts. Come on.
I am a big fan. My butt is a big fan. Like I enjoy
My butt is a big fan.
It's putting on that wait for the winter to keep me warm.
Sean says, I always have to get someone to send me cookies from down south. I like bird cookies, says Steve.
Steve, ooh, the s'mores. Have you had that yet from Birds?
No.
You can only get it at the one on Waters or the one on River Street. And they're a s'more, a legit s'more.
That's the first thing he said, the s'mores cookies.
Oh,
He said the s'mores cookies down here are trash. The one down south, thebomb.com.
they are dumped in chocolate. So it's like a hard, crispy chocolate.
I don't think I've ever had those. I've only been to Birds like once or twice. I think I've only had their cookies like maybe 5 times since I've been here.
Marshall, I will get you a s'more cookie. Do you like s'mores?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah. Oh.
I like actually the key lime cookies that Birds
Yes.
does. Big key lime fan.
See, I like those too, but I don't like the Girl Scout ones that were similar with the lemon. You know what I mean?
Did they have one?
Yeah, they did. Like, you know how you do the one that changes or whatever? The cookie that changes, the new cookie or whatever. It was one 2 years ago that was like a lemon with like that powdery stuff on top, powdered sugar, like your key lime ones from Birds.
I didn't know. Well, fun fact, yeah, I'm looking on Amazon right here. They actually have boxes of cookies, but the thing is, they're like pretty expensive.
Inflation.
Yeah, they're definitely inflated. So you can get 3 boxes of Thin Mints for $37.99.
That's a stoner moment. Like
Yeah.
you are legitimately like, ooh, next day.
One box of s'mores cookies, $22.
Not today, Jesus. I will go to Dollar General and get double stuffed elf and fudge for $1.
Yeah. Well, congratulations once again to Kelly for picking up the win for Bon Jovi today. You barely eked it out for her. Thank you, Stacy.
But I did it, and that is.
I
all
was
that
very
matters.
worried today. I was very worried.
Your questions were extremely difficult, and I'm gonna have to ask you to dumb them down for me a little bit. That was I don't watch basketball. Who the hell knows what a basketball Hall of Fame is?
Okay, the Basketball Hall of Fame, I get. How about, Beantown is a nickname for what city? Obviously Boston. Everyone knows that.
Apparently not everyone.
How many states border West Virginia?
I could have got that one. I get it.
That could be difficult even.
That should have been a multiple choice.
Maybe it was, I guess maybe they were tougher. Well, I just expected more of you. How about that? I'm past that.
I've heard through the wall, because my office is right next door to your studio.
Mm-hmm.
The other people that you have on this Marshall and Friends show doing these trivias.
Yeah.
And I must say, I'm the best.
You're one of the better ones. I will say that.
I'm the best. And I'm sitting there going,
I'm not going to offend our other guests by saying you're the best, but
I'll
I think
offend
you're
them.
definitely one of the better ones.
oh, I'm the best. I'm not ashamed. I'll tell them. I'm the best.
All right, guys. Once again, currently into commercials. Coming back here in just a few minutes, Coastal Empire Wrestling is going to be doing a show called New Year's Beatings.
It's fantastic.
Next Saturday. I'm actually going to be out there. I'll have some free stuff while I'm out there. So we'll
I
talk
might
about
come.
that coming up next.
I might come with the kids. Maybe I'll come. Get them out of the house. for a
Don't
little
say
bit.
things you don't mean.
No. Honestly, they like wrestling. I might come.
All right. Well, kids 10 and under are free,
Oh yeah, I'm in.
and it's $15 for an adult.
Unless you know people, right?
You could know some people, probably get in. Are you having a stroke? What are you doing right now?
What about Bon Jovi? I'm still waiting for that one.
Yeah. I may know a person there too. Sean says, we went to Bird Company, Cookie Company by Plant Riverside, got samples like an MFer. The guy wouldn't stop giving them to us, trying to match stuff up with the Black Rifle coffee Mrs. Meats and I were drinking. Oh, nice. Rhett says, you're way better than Tim. So Tim Finley or Tim Janier is how we call him, or what we call him. Message me. Let's see. Let me actually look.
Is he missing being on with you?
I don't think so. He's been quite busy recently.
Yeah, he has been super busy.
So Tim messaged me at 1:30 in the morning, and the subject line was, if you're looking for something to do tomorrow.
Nope, busy.
Yeah. I'm going to help him out today. But I thought it was funny. He messaged me at 1:30 in the morning to move stuff around for him in the brand new studios.
Is that why I got some invitation to move things? You do know? No, I don't move things, right?
We're all moving. Yeah, we're all going to move stuff on Wednesday.
I don't know about that.
I don't move things. We're all moving. We're all going to help move stuff. Next Wednesday from 9 until 11.
I feel an itch. Sorry. I might have to get COVID tested.
Wow.
I'm not moving. Like big stuff or just my stuff? Like that's a serious question.
No, we're going to move. So we'll move some of the bigger stuff, but we'll also need to move like computers and, some of the smaller stuff as well. We have lots of stuff to get upstairs. Once we get stuff upstairs, that's the easy part. We can kind of put everything in its place. But
yeah,
it's just getting it up to that new space.
You guys are going to do a really good job of doing it, though. So I'll cheer you on, and it'll be great.
It'll be great when you're helping us.
From afar.
From 9 until noon on next Wednesday. It'll be great.
I just don't think I can do it. I'm busy. I have things to do that day.
Yeah, because none of the rest of us have anything to do.
You're a boy, though. I don't want to climb stairs with stuff in my hands.
There's an elevator.
I pay people to do this on a normal. There better be an exuberant amount of people here for that.
There'll be the majority of our staff who can be here, who don't have COVID. Oh no, you got a test that says you're negative.
I know, it
it's
sucks.
Fine. Yeah,
it sucks.
Screwed yourself there. Joke's on you.
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like coming in.
Charles says, what is going in the space y'all currently occupy? Actually, we don't know. I don't think it's rented out currently. I know I saw some people in here looking at the space to possibly rent, but I don't know. I don't know if anything will actually be moving into our old space that we're currently in. But we're out of here, I think, February 1st. So, I mean, we're coming in within like a 2-week time range of officially being out of this entire space.
But come next Wednesday, once everything's moved, we'll be working from up there, right? Like, that's pretty much it with last minute detail type of stuff.
I kind of think so. I'm not for sure exactly. Tim would be the best one to answer that. Tim Chenier. So I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out together. It'll definitely be
it'll be a party.
It'll be a fun transition week next week with moving from one place to another.
I have a remote on Wednesday morning from noon. No, from 9 to 1.
I'll cancel it. Don't worry about it. I handle that stuff.
9 to 1, I'm super busy.
Is the new studio in the same building? Yeah. So actually, if anyone's familiar with where Dick Broadcasting is, which is the company that owns Rock 106.1, we're actually kind of on the corner of Mall and Hodgson. And if you know where Taste of India is, we're just to the left of that. So we're actually moving to above Taste of India. So we're not moving very far. Maybe I would say from where I'm sitting now to our new front door, 30 yards? Maybe, yeah, about 100 feet, I guess.
We got a courtyard view. It's an upgrade. We got the penthouse suite.
It's true.
It is an upgrade.
All right, guys, we're going back on the air here in just about 2.5 minutes. Going to come back on, talk about Coastal Empire Wrestling. And then after that, we're going to wrap up the live stream by talking about some U.S. American culture no-nos. So these are the things that a Redditor was asking people because he was coming to visit the U.S. and wanted to know if there was anything he should know kind of coming in. Like, what are the no-nos of American culture? Like, here's like...
Just watch Yellowstone.
like there's certain things. So people actually chimed in, and I swung through it and picked up what I thought was like the top 10. Like one of them is do not get out of your car to greet the officer if you get pulled over.
Oh yeah, that would not end up well for you.
Yeah, and like reusing the same plate at a buffet. Like you get a new plate every single time type of thing. Yeah, you sure do, you monster.
Just trying to help out the staff.
You're not helping out anyone.
Just kidding, I get a new plate. I don't wash dishes.
Actually, since the pandemic has begun, I think I've gone to one buffet.
I have not gone to.
I went to that Chinese buffet that's over here like 6 months ago.
I love that buffet, and I miss it deeply.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was my favorite buffet. I've not been to it since the pandemic. It's been almost 2 years.
I think we're all better for it, honestly.
I think
everyone's waistlines
my waistline is good. It's much better than it was. But I do miss it.
Yeah, it was a good time to go get fat at the good old Chinese buffet.
I just like the sushi. Like their sushi's legit. Like they roll it right there. It's not like it's coming in on.
When I first moved here, I asked a guy, I'm like, hey, where can I go get like great sushi in the Savannah area? And he's like, what's the buffet called?
Oh, I don't remember, but it's by the Goodwill over there.
Yeah, Sakura Buffet.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, I'll go to the Sakura Buffet. And I'm like, a buffet? And he's like, oh, yeah, man. I'm like, all right.
It's legit, though. I mean, he does. And if you tip him enough, he'll make you a fresh roll right there. Because I don't always like it. You know, you don't know how long it's been sitting there.
Yeah, I mean, I would say not the best buffet, sushi in town.
No.
You know who actually has great sushi here in Savannah that I enjoy at least? 17 Sakura, which is on 17, right near the draft room and Kroger. I've been there a couple times, and I feel like they have some really solid sushi.
Sushi Hana and Pooler over there by World of Beer is good, too.
Been there. I think I personally feel like they're a little bit pricey when it comes to sushi.
Well, yeah, because it's good.
Is it? All right, we'll be right back. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning. Speaking of friends, Stacy Scott, the afternoon host of Hot 93, is joining me in studio. Good morning, Stacy.
Good morning, my lumberjack friend.
Well, speaking of being lumberjacks, we currently both are. You can check that out and just breathe in our lumberjacky.
I just smell like pine. I don't. I smell like Clinique Happy, but I feel like I smell like pine.
Yeah, you look like you have a piney smell.
Like one of those trees?
Yeah, well, if you would like to see our pininess, our woodiness, you can actually check out the live stream right now. We do that every single day from 7 until 9. Just search Marshall and Friends Show on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. So our friends over at Coastal Empire Wrestling are putting on a show next Saturday. Rock 106.1 is going to be on site from 6 until 8. Doors open at 6. Bell is at 7 o'clock. Tons of great wrestling is going to be held at Coastal Empire Brewing Company with the Coastal Empire Wrestling Organization with their show called New Year's Beatings. I love this so much.
Is it like, please excuse my ignorance because I've not been to one of these yet, but is it like a WWE match where it's very theater, or is it like
it's
UFC where your blood comes out?
No, it's not MMA. It's not like it's martial arts. This is very much in the vein of like a WWE.
Okay.
This is professional wrestling. And this is just going to be a great time. Now, tickets are $15. Kids 10 and under are free. So you can just bring them on out, bring them with you. They set up the ring right outside, I believe, the main doors of Coastal Empire Brewing Company. And then Coastal Empire Wrestling next Saturday, January 22nd, is putting on a show, 79 Ross Road. Like I said, we're going to be there. I'll be there in attendance. I'll be chugging beers, throwing out some free stuff from the radio station, probably getting people signed up to win some, I don't know, Welcome to Rockville tickets possibly. So come on out, come say hi. We'll be there at Coastal Empire Wrestling's New Year's Beatings at Coastal Empire Brewing Company next Saturday. Now, there is a championship match, the Coastal Chaos Championship match between Scratch and Davey Leon. So I just wanted to make sure you all knew about that. It's going to be
It sounds pretty
ridiculous.
serious, and I'm kind of excited.
Well, make sure to check it out. You get more information at Coastal Empire Wrestling's Facebook page. Coming up next, we're talking about American culture no-nos. Right now, Chris Cornell on Rock 106.1. Good morning. All right, guys, back to the live stream.
If you remind me for real, I will go. I'll take the boys. We need to get out of the house. Like, I'm going nuts.
Yeah. Coastal Empire Wrestling next Saturday will be
as long as you feel it's
spot.
okay to take the boys. You know what I mean? Like,
no, there'll be kids there.
Okay.
Absolutely. Sushi Time Tawa. I never had their sushi, but I heard it was good. I've liked everything else I've ever eaten there. Nice. There's a spot over in Garden City that people are like raving about. Let me look it up real quick.
In Garden City?
I know what you're thinking.
I can't. First of all, it smells like eggs and farts all the time.
Well, it's kind of a port city.
I get it, but like, it's Garden City, and I feel like I get in most of my traffic fights there. You know?
Well, there is a sushi place there. I can't quite remember the name of it. It's definitely not Sushi Garden City.
Garden City sushi.
But there is a spot in Garden City that people have been telling me about that is outstanding.
Right. See, I don't like that like sushi that has like like the puffer fish or like the raw, what is it,
Sashimi?
I like the good old rice, cream cheese, cucumber, and crab.
You know what sashimi is, right? It's just literally the fish
slice.
by itself.
Right, but the crab is pretty much imitation crab meat or it's cooked. So I know it's a safe bet if I have a Philly roll with crab that I will survive.
Have you had a bad incident with sushi? What happened to you?
I may or may not have gotten food poisoning from it once. And so I lived in New York City. You know this for a while.
You told me this, yeah.
And they have like this place where we would frequent where you sit down and it spins. It's on they just put stuff on there and you take it off a tray when you're ready to eat it. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's one
you
of those conveyor belt systems, yeah.
Oh, I enjoyed it and got my money's worth the first time I went there. I was like, but it made me sick. So now I'm safe. I do want to try some things though. I figured with people dying and like I'm getting older, like I'm at my midlife. I think I've hit my midlife crisis. I really am. I think I'm there. I want to try some things that I've not tried before. So puffer fish, I might have to do it.
I don't think I've ever seen any place that had puffer fish on the menu.
Have you? What's that one movie?
Glowfish? Maybe?
It's got Melissa McCartney and she takes it and she like goes, and then she comes back and she's like, what a rush.
I don't know where that's from. That sounds very Melissa McCarthy-like.
It's a funny cookie movie. She's like in charge of like red. She's like a red Girl Scout, but it's not Girl Scout. It's like a play on it. She's like poor and she plays them and she eats a puffer fish and she goes, it's hilarious.
I've never seen that one.
I'm gonna look it up for you so you know. It's worth the watch. It's worth the watch.
All right, guys, we got Chris Cornell doing his cover of Patience right now on the radio. After that, Linkin Park. Then we're back on the air, rounding into the final few breaks here of the live stream. So I found the story. It was off of Reddit. Someone asked, people from the U.S., what's a no-go in American culture? So I kind of took the 10 best ones that I found, and we'll split it into 2 breaks here.
It's the boss to your face.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Called The Boss, in case you want to know. And she's like,
never saw that fine piece of cinema. Who would have thought?
Seriously, I feel like Melissa McCartney and I could be soul sisters. Like we really could. I feel we have a lot in common.
So, are you a Star Wars fan at all?
I have never. Why am I blurry?
I don't know. You put your phone probably up and it probably hasn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cotter had a problem with me because I've never seen a Star Wars movie.
You've never seen a Star Wars movie?
I've seen Spaceballs.
Very Star Wars-like.
And I liked it.
Yeah.
But I can't get into it. I'm more of an Indiana Jones girl. Like,
okay.
That's my thing. The Star Wars is just so out there. It's so out there for me that I just never got into it.
Well, I bring it up because the Book of Boba Fett is a Disney Plus show, and I've been watching it. I watched actually episode 3 last night with my wife, and I didn't know if anyone on the Horde has seen Boba Fett, but if you have, please let me know. But I'm liking it, but I'm not loving this new Boba Fett series, and I wanted to see if anyone else had a similar take to mine.
Now, see, Brian and the boys are all about it. You know, like they go to that and the thing at Disney with they're all stoked to build their own lightsaber and go to the MGM where they did all that. I've never had the urge.
the urge.
No, but I will watch every Indiana Jones movie. Like, that's my jam.
They're supposed to be making a new Indiana Jones with Harrison Ford.
They did that. They tried that before, right? With what's his face to be his son and stuff. Spoiler alert, sorry. And it didn't do it for me. You know, I'm Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of girl. You can't remake classics like that, especially when Harrison Ford's old enough to be my great-great-grandfather. It just loses the appeal.
Well, Harrison Ford, apparently, he was actually filming the new movie. This was months ago, and he tore his rotator cuff. Right. So they had to suspend the filming of the movie. I don't think it comes out till like 2023 now. But,
right, because it's going to take him 100 years just to film it. Like, can you imagine the poor guy probably gets winded because he does his stunts?
Well, you know, Harrison Ford has downed 3 or 4 airplanes, right? He has crash land airplanes and lived.
He's a BA. I could see it. He's getting old. His odds of probability.
He was old 20 years ago.
Right. That's my point.
Red says episode 3 was kind of just bland. He gets a Rancor, but yeah, it didn't do much for me. Yeah, I mean, it was, yeah, like I said, Book of Boba Fett, it's just kind of okay. I won't get into spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, but the Book of Boba Fett's kind of just okay. I'm excited to see some more of these Star Wars series that are coming out later on this year, but to me, it's just like you took a really well-known, beloved character, you're giving them more of a backstory than you ever have, and it's just kind of like
because they're out of things to do. That's why they're picking characters now to make little series off of that to make money. Like they haven't made enough money already. It's all a money thing. It's money, money, money. Welcome to America.
They spent billions. They spent billions of dollars for the property, so I get it. All right, we'll be right back. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning with Stacy Scott in studio, being my friend.
I'm always your friend, mostly on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I'm here for you.
For 2 hours a day,
yes.
Which is more than most people. But all right, let's go ahead and dive into our next story here. So I found the story on Reddit. So Reddit user Firebowl Monkey, that
sounds legit.
Firebowl Monkey,
I like it.
Asked the question, people from the United States, what's a no-go in American culture? He apparently planned on visiting America here in the next few months, and he wanted to kind of get a basis because every place on this planet is a little different.
Totally
There's
different,
certain
right.
things you do and you don't do. Like I've been to Ireland a couple times. You don't tip at the bar.
Because they get paid good.
Yeah, you don't tip at the bar. Like I tried to even, and they just laughed. They're like, stupid American, get out of here. So he asked questions, and I thought they were good. So I kind of got 10 of them, and I thought we'd do 5 here and 5 here in a few minutes. But how about this? Let's start with number 1 on this list. Do not get out of the car to greet the officer if you're pulled over by a cop. Now, I know that sounds kind of crazy, but you know what? That is a good one to know, especially here in America.
Especially because overseas, a lot of the times the officers don't even carry guns. It's not the same kind of confrontation when you get pulled over here. So don't get out of the car.
Yeah, don't get out of the car. 100%. Number 2 on this list, not often mentioned, but we like personal space. To leave room between you and the person you're speaking to or you're lined up behind. Yeah, everyone likes a little personal space. I don't want to have some weird stranger like
kiss
6
me.
inches.
Like I've met somebody like that. They're European. They didn't know any better.
Yeah. And they just kissed you?
They were like,
yeah, they just do a little kiss on each side.
And I'm like, ugh. Like, I don't know where you've been.
Yeah. And you just threw the tongue out because you thought you were going to get some?
Momoa.
Number 3 on this list, things not to do. How about talking about your salary, talking about someone's weight, or just driving too slow in the left-hand lane? Kind of a 3 for right there.
That's a 3 for sure. I can get on board with those. I mean, they all call us fat over there, so.
Well, most Americans are fat. I am too. Don't worry about it.
It's the carbs.
It's that bread. It really gets to my hips and my entire body. How about just politics? I mean, this one, just don't ever bring up politics, especially if you're just visiting here.
If you're not even from here, right?
Yeah, it's like, hey, how's Joseph Robinette Biden doing for president for you? We're like, yeah, let's not talk about that. Number 5 on this list, unless it is clear and dire emergency, you ask someone if they need an ambulance before you call one because they're the most expensive taxi you will ever take. That is a great one to know. If you ever come here and get injured, someone should definitely ask you if you would like a ambulance ride because those are thousands of dollars no matter how little of a distance you're going to the hospital.
Right. Sometimes it's paid for, but yeah, for the most part, that's expensive. I never even thought about that, actually. That's a great point to bring up, or call the fire department. Like if you have a little fire that you can put out with a little extinguisher, don't call the fire department either.
Well, there you go. Fun things to know. All right. Once again, talking about people from the U.S., what's a no-go in American culture? What are no-goes in American culture? If you have something, go ahead. Feel free to chime in on our live stream. You can also text us at 1-800-394-1061. Coming up in a few minutes, we'll get to a couple more. Plus, we'll add in a couple of our very own that are very much no-goes in American culture. More of that here on the Marshall and Friends Show on Rock 106.1. All right, let me get us back on time. We're a little over.
I can get on board with that. I'm going to just use the back of this. Flacco just leaves everything laying around.
Flacco.
No go. You know what I just don't like is when they come over here and go, this is how we do it. Right? Like, well, where I'm from, we're not where you're from, sir. where I'm from, so deal with the way we do it here.
Yes, we know we're idiots. Yes, your way's probably better. I understand that.
But that's why we're here. America.
Bragg says, I've seen the first 2 episodes of Boba Fett and have been a little underwhelmed. Outside of a couple of kick-ass scenes, the show has been dragging. Yeah, it's kind of weird. They've done, like I said, some weird backstory on Boba Fett. It's okay, but yeah, I just wish it'd be a little bit more forward-leaning.
Is he the fat guy with the wrinkles and green?
Yes, I guess.
I'm surprised I know who that is, but I think I know.
Yeah, so the actor who played Boba Fett over the years has definitely put on a few pounds, but also he's like 50 plus. What do you expect?
No, I thought, doesn't he have a outfit on?
Yeah, he has a suit of armor on.
No, then I'm not thinking of the right one. I'm thinking of the one that looks like a slug with the big face.
Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah. That's
okay, yeah. Not the same guy.
Nope.
Definitely not Boba Fett.
Right one.
You're definitely not a Star Wars fan.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I just never got into it. Yeah. Even Cotter gave me a list of ones that I needed to watch, so I get on board with my boys, because I like to be in the know of what they're watching. And nope, didn't even start it. Didn't even look at it. Didn't even download it.
Gibby has shown us a travel tip. He goes, the washing machine is not in the kitchen. It's in a separate room called a laundry room. That's a solid one.
Oh, down here, though, they do a lot on the back porch. Like in Jessup area, I'm not kidding. They have like a screened-in porch, and that's where their washer and dryer is. I was like,
a lot of people have placed their washers and dryers in the garages. Like even in my community, like I'll go out on walks with my wife. A lot of people's washer and dryer units are actually in the in the garage.
Is that like a remodel type of thing? They needed an office? I don't understand that.
No idea. Like I have a washer and dryer, which is like based in my kitchen. It's like washer and dryer. There's like a pantry above it. Then across, there's like the oven.
It's in your kitchen?
Yeah, it's all in my kitchen. Yeah. I have an older home too. I mean, I have a home that was built in like 93, I think. So.
In the kitchen?
Yeah.
So you are like making a stew on the stove and you're doing a load of your underwear.
Yeah, like 5 feet away from one another. Yeah.
And you're okay with that? It's good? It works for you?
It's just the way the house is built. I mean, there's once again, the houses I live in are like built in the 90s. They're all built like that.
Okay.
Trust me, I miss my home in Vegas. It was better equipped.
I love my house.
Elaine says, not sure if I was mentioned travel tip, tip waitstaff. Yep. We'll get to that.
Adam, we know. We know. We were just saying it's part of the list.
Adam says, I would never recommend to delay call to fire or EMS. If you don't need them or want to inquire a bill, then you should also cancel or refuse transport, which means no bill. Yes. Charles says, current topic, football is the greatest game invented. Soccer is what Europeans go nuts over. True.
Oh, that is true. That's a travel tip, too. When you say football, they think soccer.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that, too.
All right, guys, we got a couple songs that we're going to get to, and then we'll do our last break of the live stream. Once again, thanks for hanging out with us today. I don't currently have a guest lined up for tomorrow, but I'm going to figure that out today. Possibly.
I can come in.
I'll let you know
if you need me.
I'll use you as my
backup plan. Story of my damn life. Everybody uses me as a backup plan. Oh, Stacy. Oh, after I'm done dating this girl, then I'll come back to her.
Girl, I'll be there for you.
The backup plan. Well, let's just be friends. The backup plan. Story of my life.
Has any guy ever actually said, you're my backup plan?
No, they don't have to. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like, I don't want to talk about it like that, but yeah, like I've been through it and it's stupid because like I'm one of those that's like the sappy, wear your heart on your sleeve. Yeah, I might be a badass mom and stuff, but like, ooh, I love you. I feel it. It's real.
I love you.
It's real. What we have is real. And they're like, I think we should just be friends. If every day, it's just a story of my life.
You know what? There's one girl I've said that to.
The backup plan?
No, I called her something different. So she had
the hoe on the side.
So no. So I was single and I was dating this girl. I wasn't dating her. I was hanging out with her. But to all my buddies, I would call her good old reliable. Yep. So we live
because you were gonna get some no matter what.
Good old reliable. So all I would
is so. I get it though. She made that bed.
All I would have to do is call, and I'm not kidding. 30 minutes.
I'll be 30 minutes.
30 minutes on site.
Apparently, she wanted it.
Yeah, and like
Okay, Marshall.
I felt really bad. Like there was
Did not.
there was one time I felt really bad in regards to the whole situation where she got me a Christmas present.
And you didn't?
So we would hang out. Like it wasn't just like hanging out in the bedroom. It was like hanging out.
But you didn't see a future with her. You just thought
no.
you hit it and quit it.
So she got me like season 2 of Family Guy on DVD.
Back then was a big deal.
Yeah, because she was, we would watch that show. We'd like go out and get food, go to the bar.
So it's like you did. You let her on. Did you tell her that she was nothing but a side piece?
I never once called her my girlfriend.
Okay, but it doesn't matter. In her mind, you're the reason why we are the way we are.
I never said I loved you. It was none of that.
I have one of those.
And I was seeing other people. And
how do you not, though? Like as a guy, how do you not have that kind of relationship with someone and not feel a thing? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because when you and I know girls are notorious for this. It's like a scientific fact or something. But when you do it, can I say that? I don't know the rules.
When you do, you could say when you do it.
When you do it, let's just say do laundry. When you do laundry, when you do a load of laundry,
doing a load of laundry, huh?
When you do a load of laundry, like there's a connection. Like you have to feel something, right? Like, or are you just?
I was feeling something.
Or for a guy, is it just not connecting? It's connecting. You see what I'm saying? I'm confused.
Well, it depends. It depends on the situation of the girl. But I think at that moment, I was trying to feel a certain way, and maybe she was starting to feel a certain way for me, and I wasn't trying to feel that.
I've had the friends with benefits thing, the mutual agreement prior to kids and stuff. So don't think I'm some hoe for show.
Oh, for show.
But it always turns into something else. Somebody always gets hurt. You ruin a friendship.
Yeah, we don't talk to this day. I don't think we're even friends on the social media anymore.
It's probably better that way.
Yeah, she had a couple kids after me, not mine.
Are you sure?
Just to be clear, not
I
mine.
feel like you should look it up.
Yeah, but we good. She was a former Miller Lite girl. She was very attractive. I don't know why. I've always pulled good-looking chicks.
I don't get it. Like, I love you, but your personality is not that great. And
I wasn't always as portly.
I know I've known you for like 7 years now. You had like spiky hair at one point, kind of, beard. Like I've seen all different sides of you. I mean,
I've always hung out with some very attractive women.
You could part your hair with your tongue, can't you? That's what this is about. That's got to be your only saving grace. I
don't know what that means, Stacy.
I don't either. I just know it's a phrase.
I just know it's a phrase.
Are they redheaded kids? I don't know, but he needs to look it up like right now. I guarantee you.
They're not.
Have you ever thought about that though? Like if you've got a kid floating around, like as a dude, okay.
I think every guy has to.
If I was a dude and I had no chance of getting knocked up, I would be in everything, everywhere, all day, every day, doing laundry all the time.
I think every guy is like. There's definitely been some nights that
you've thought about it, right? You've thought about it.
Yeah, but I've been with my wife for over a decade, and no one's come knocking. So I'm running a pretty good racket over here. If I don't have a kid,
it's not but it's not like you're head of neurosurgery either, where they would come knocking.
What does that mean?
That means you work in
neurosurgery.
You work in radio. The child support check probably isn't going to be that great.
I make $1,500 a show. How dare you?
Now, if you were head of neurosurgery or you owned a company, you might get the docs on the door.
Sean says, I've had some old reliables in my day too, Marshall. I've also had a girl that I dated a while and dropped the, I like us better as friends. And we still are friends to this day. Wow, good for you.
So that is the thing, right? When a guy says that to you, that means I want you for nothing more than that. Like I don't want anything. Let's just be friends. Yeah, okay. Like, I don't know what that means. Men.
Yes, damn us all as an entire gender. Yes.
I'm not going to therapy for this or anything. It's just, it's whatever.
All right, guys, we got 90 seconds. 90 seconds. We're coming back with our second half of American Culture No-Nos. Gibby, thank you for sharing yours just a few moments ago.
How long do we have?
Less than 90 seconds.
My kid has been really quiet. Like, he's doing really.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he's alive.
Probably in the other room doing drugs. He's probably on the air on Hot 98.3 right now.
He knows how to
Mom
work.
does this. I've seen her do it.
He does. He knows how to work the board.
Elaine goes, mutual adult agreement. Elaine says, yeah, but Marshall doesn't give us off the vibe that he is open to something. He would probably be shocked if someone hit on him. I actually had, so Cotter and I were both out at Southbound. This was a couple years ago. And I was playing trivia and I left. And I was by myself. And a girl walked up to Cotter and was like, they asked her if I was single because they didn't see a ring on my finger. I don't wear a wedding ring. And I was like, a chick's into me? And I was like, was she hot? He goes, well, I don't know. I'm like, you are worthless right now. Show me a picture.
Right.
I'll be right back. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning. My friend in studio is Stacy Scott, afternoon host of Hot 98.3. She goes on air at 3?
Yeah, 3 to 7.
3 p.m. every single weekday, so make sure to check her out over on our sister station. Now, we are live streaming the show right now. Make sure to turn on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch and hang out with us on the Marshall and Friends show. Search that and make sure to like, follow, subscribe, and turn those notifications on. Right now, let's go ahead and dive into our second part of this weird kind of poll this guy threw out there. He's a Redditor named Fire Bull Monkey, and he asked the question, he goes, people from the U.S., what's a no-go in American culture? So we went over our top 5. Let's go over the next 5. One of them is do not hitchhike. I think that is fair to say in American culture, probably not hitchhiking. Have you ever hitchhiked before? You have.
Kinda.
Like you were the one picking up a hitchhiker?
No, I was.
Can we not talk about this?
We can. It was a long time ago, 2004-ish.
Okay.
I got mad at a guy I was seeing, and I got out of the car and started walking, and somebody pulled over to pick me up. And I got in the car.
Semi-truck
It
driver.
was a semi-truck, actually.
Wow.
I could have died.
Did he offer you some pink champagne?
No, he did offer some things that shouldn't have happened, but I said, take me to Piggly Wiggly, sir. I am good to go. Thank you. I will meet my mom there.
Sir, the closest Piggly Wiggly, sir.
That's all I knew.
All right, coming up, another American culture no-no. You have to tip if you go to a dine-in takeout restaurant. You don't have to tip if you go to like Subway or Pizza Hut or any other national franchise. Like you wouldn't tip at Taco Bell.
No.
But that's definitely a good thing to know if someone's coming into the U.S. and visiting for the first time.
100%.
Another one on this list of American culture no-nos. In the South, you might get your ass kicked for honking your horn. I have seen multiple road rage incidents in Savannah where people have like stopped traffic from the car behind them, gotten out, and like slammed on their hood. Like you've done this, haven't you?
On 21 every morning at 6 a.m., you'll see me either blocking somebody in behind some person who can't drive, blowing the horn up my. In fact, I did it to a Challenger the other day, or a Charger today and yesterday. So if you're wondering who that was, it was me. I did it to you because I can't go anywhere if there's trucks in front of me. So you're going to be on my butt where I can't see you. I have put that thing in park right there at Parker's and 21, and I've gotten out of the car.
Oh, no.
And I've gone nuts. My kids are in the car. You back up. I will kill you.
He will kill you.
In a minivan.
All right, maybe you shouldn't be telling everyone you've done that, especially cops screaming, I'll kill you to people. Okay.
Well, maybe they should not ride my butt in traffic.
Yeah, all right. Well, and more American culture no-nos, reusing the same plate when you go to a second round at the buffet. I think that one...
I really didn't know that it existed.
It feels common to me, but you've never known that?
I mean, I think I did, but because there's always a stack of plates, but like I always am like thoughtful of the worker. So I kind of feel like I've contaminated a buffet or two in my day.
1,000%. You probably started COVID. And coming up last on this list.
Don't you put that on me.
Be careful not to trespass on private property. I think, there's signs easy. Stacy, do you have any personal American culture, like no-nos, no-goes?
I would say the left lane is for going fast. If you're not going to do that, get over. Make sure you're on the right side of the road, not the left side of the road, vice versa.
Of course.
Swearing, a lot of them over there. Yes, it's okay, but like it's not as...
You're saying you should... We're in the South. I've heard more swear words in 7 years here than I've heard my entire life.
But over when you go into Europe, it's like the F word is used quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, like, it's different.
They put a different zing on the F word over there.
But I don't think they're waiting for your Southern grandma on the porch to smackhand you, you know, if you say something you shouldn't to somebody.
And they drop the C-bomb in, like, new creative ways I've never heard. Like, that's why I've loved my time overseas.
I didn't know that.
Stacy, one personally for me, like American culture no-nos, standing near me, if I'm, like, at an ATM, like, outside the bank, I don't like to be standing near anyone. And just so you know, every time I actually have to do that, I have the largest pocket knife in the world. That's not like just like
I don't blame you.
I have one that's like it's almost like not Indiana Jones, but it's like a Crocodile Dundee large.
It's like that. You know, I don't blame you. In fact, I've gotten to a point with people where I turn around and go, "Are you good? Back up."
Yeah.
You know, like give me some space.
I swear you are like possibly 25% Karen. You got a little Karen in you.
I do, but only when people are dumb. You know, like don't be dumb. It's common sense.
Mm-hmm.
If you lack it, Karen's coming for you.
Oh, boy. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us once again here on the live stream. Coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, we'll get some Marshall's music news. We'll also get to, I deleted that note. We'll also get to some other stuff here.
I'm sure it's a bunch of fun and excitement today.
So much fun, so much excitement. It's coming your way here on the Marshall and Fred Show at Rock 106.1. Whoops, I accidentally deleted that note.
Oopsie daisy.
It happens. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us here on the live stream today. Tomorrow, I don't know who we're going to have in studio. Maybe Stacy, maybe Jake, it may be Sam, the police officer. I don't know who's going to be stopping in at this point, but
apparently it's a revolving door.
It is. Well, it's all my friends. But thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us here on the live stream today. More Bon Jovi tickets tomorrow. We'll do some Marshall's music news. And yes, the return of Beer for Breakfast on the show tomorrow as well.
I want to be here. Why can't I ever be here for the good stuff? You just use me on the filler days.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just like every other man, I'm using you.
It's the story of my life.
Exactly.
Let's just be friends.
We are friends. It's called Marshall and Friends.
Exactly. That's my point.
All right, guys. You have a good rest of your day. We'll see you back here 6 a.m. on the air, 7 a.m. on the live stream.